Welcome to month 6, Rahmat, which means mercy, of the 19-day feast pages for kids. Lionhearts from the Time of the Bab, series of workbooks. This story is about Mullá Ali, who was the second letter of the living. It's called the first martyr, Mullá Ali. The Bab warned Mullá Ali, "Your faith must be immovable as the rock." The first martyr, Mullá Ali. If you knew that a task would be difficult and painful, and that you would be met with extreme challenges at nearly every step of the way, would you still do it? The Lionhearts, who served the Bab, were warned by him that their work would be extremely difficult. He told them there would be enormous hardships, and they would be challenged in ways they could not imagine. Knowing that this great suffering lay ahead, they persevered and bravely sought to do the Bab's bidding. This month's Lionheart was the first to leave the house of the Bab and begin his difficult work. Ali-i-Bastami, known as Mullá Ali, was the second letter of the living. The Bab warned him of the trials he would face if he chose to share the message of the Promised One. Your faith must be immovable as the rock, the Bab warned him. Mullá Ali would have to be like a rock to endure the pain and suffering that would be inflicted on him throughout his mission. Even though he knew great hardships awaited, he set out with the bravery of a lion and a heart full of love for God and the Bab. On his mission, Mullá Ali would share the glad tidings with the people of Iraq. When he had traveled only a mile from Shiraz, a youth approached him with awe. The night before, the youth had a dream. In it, Mullá Ali told people about the Promised One. The youth begged Mullá Ali, "I pray you to guide my steps in the way of truth." He wanted desperately to travel with Mullá Ali. "Return to your shop," Mullá Ali urged the youth. But this did not discourage him. The youth continued to follow Mullá Ali. Soon, the youth's father caught up with them. Believing that Mullá Ali had taken his son, the father gave Mullá Ali a severe beating with his club. Mullá Ali patiently and calmly endured this treatment. He did not seem to mind. "Stay your hand, O Abdul-Majid, for the eye of God is observing you," Mullá Ali said to the father. "I am in no wise responsible for the conduct of your son." Mullá Ali calmly continued to address the father. "I mind not the tortures you inflict upon me, for I stand prepared for the most grievous afflictions in the path I have chosen to follow. Your injuries compared to what is destined to befall me in future are as a drop compared to the ocean." Not much is known about Mullá Ali after his beating from the father of the young man. Mullá Ali went on his way alone. He reached Iraq and was put in prison for being a Babi. He was sentenced to do hard labor in Istanbul for the rest of his life. Mullá Ali was the first letter of the living to suffer for the cause of God, just as the Bab had promised. The young man and his father returned to Shiraz and to their shop. On the way home, the young man told his father what had really happened. The father was sorry he had been so unfair in his judgment of Mullá Ali. He prayed to God to be forgiven. Later, the son and the father became followers of the Bab. Your faith must be immovable as the rock. The Bab. Lionheart questions. The Bab told Mullá Ali that his faith must be like a... That's right. What was Mullá Ali's mission? Can you remember it from the beginning of the story? What virtues did Mullá Ali demonstrate with the father? So many. The Universal House of Justice, in its Rizwan 2018 letter, says this about the Lionhearts of the time of the Bab. Their qualities of fearlessness, consecration, and detachment from all save God impress themselves upon everyone who learns of their ventures. Fearlessness, to be without fear. Consecration, the act of making something sacred. Detachment. Abdu'l-Bahá says it's refraining from letting our possessions possess us. Joy. Each workbook has many parts to help reinforce the story of the Lionhearts of the time of the Bab. Each Baha'i month, there's a new story of the Lionhearts of the time of the Bab.